Oh my gosh, I'm doing it. I'm recording. Y'all. Okay. I had to share this. I know I look crazy. The bonnet, the face mask. This is not how we originally planned to pop out and drop our video. I know. I'm looking crazy. But listen, I was reading Genesis 3. Okay. I've been going back over my Bible study. And you ever just like, I don't know. I've read this story so many times, right? So many times. Adam and Eve, the fruit, the serpent. We all know it, okay? And honestly, growing up, everybody always, blamed Eve. Eve messed up everything for everybody. Eve got us, kicked out of God. Eve did this. Eve did that. We got that, right? But tonight, as I was reading it, and I'm reading it slowly, like I'm actually comprehending it, God showed me something totally different. And I was like, there's been so many times I read this story, and I've never heard anybody break it down the way God revealed it to me tonight. And so, I said, forget it. I'm going to upload this video and I'm going to talk to somebody, and it's going to help somebody. So don't pay attention to my face too much. Pay attention to when we diving into Genesis. And we're going to be in Genesis 3, 1 to 24 to be exact. Okay. And if you don't know, let me help you. Okay. So, first of all, God gave the original instruction to Adam. We know that, okay? Don't eat this fruit. Do not touch this tree. Simple as that, okay? Before Eve was even created, God told Adam, okay? You can eat from any tree, just not this particular one. Basic instructions, you would think, right? Basic instructions. Eve wasn't even there yet. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't part of the blueprint, okay? Adam had the responsibility, okay? And when I realized that, I literally sat here and was just like, wow. Because, we always joke and blame Eve, but the command wasn't given to Eve. The command was given to Adam first, okay? Then it hit me. Like, it was something about Eve. Because it was like, okay, I kind of like see myself in Eve now. Now that I'm reading and really looking at it, I'm like, I feel like she represents women in this situation. Like, so earlier, I kept saying, like, Eve's a little slow. She's just a little bit slow. But no, she wasn't slow. She was just very easy to deceive. She was vulnerable. She was curious. She was desirable, very desirable for wisdom. She wanted understanding. And honestly, I see myself in that way. An individual woman seeing a lot, wanting clarity, wanting answers, wanting to know more. That's how the enemy got her, through her curiosity, through her vulnerability. But Adam, no. Adam was a whole different story. We had to separate the two. And a lot of times I was combining the two, thinking, oh, one was disobedient, both was disobedient. No, that's not how it truly played out. Okay? Eve eats the fruit. Then she hands it over to Adam. Okay? She gets deceived. The devil's talking to her good. She's like, here, babe. Here. Just goes on and eat it. Okay? He doesn't ask no question. There's no leadership. It ain't no, oh, well, babe, earlier God done told me about this. What you? He ain't smack it out of her hand, nothing. He just eats. Okay? Adam represents something we still see today that y'all might not want to hear, but it needs to be said. We see it all the time. Passive men, men who don't speak up, men who don't lead, men who stay quiet until something goes wrong. Sounding familiar? Hear me out now, because this is not to genderfy. This is not to go man versus woman, woman versus man. I feel like Eve and Adam was the representation of a woman and the man. God shows up, okay? God shows up. And he don't even call out to Eve. He goes out to Adam, the man. Okay, what did you do? Where is everybody? Okay, because he already know. But God just want to see what you're going to say. He already know the answer. Okay, God calls to Adam first, not Eve. And Adam says, which this has really took me out. The woman you gave me, she gave me the fruit. So he blamed Eve and God in the same sentence. I'm sorry, y'all. It's zero accountability, Zero ownership. Doesn't that sound familiar? And then that's when it really hit me, y'all. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, Eve, you was stupid. That's how I used to really think when I was reading this. Like, Eve, you're stupid. You had no business talking to that little snake, that little whatever, that serpent, and getting deceived like that. But then I realized Eve wasn't stupid. She was deceived. That's what she represented. Adam wasn't deceived. He was truly disobedient. That's what Adam represented. Eve showed how humans can be influenced. Adam showed how humans avoid responsibility. Like I'm sitting here like, whoa, hold on, God, you chewing us up. Because think about it, both of them showed how deep our nature is, even from the beginning. Tenderism. And honestly, this is the blueprint. I feel like this was God showing us the blueprint of relationships today. Women being vulnerable, curious, wanting guidance, being easily influenced. Eve, Eve, a man, Adam, being silent, passive, not leading, not stepping up until it's time to blame somebody, not taking full accountability. Adam. God wasn't just telling the story, he was revealing human behavior. And this whole time, like, I was reading it just to understand, oh, okay, so and so is right, so and so is wrong, both is wrong. And the reality is, like, no, God was showing us exactly who we are. And I'm so excited because this is like the first time I ever like read this story and actually seen it for what it truly is. And that doesn't and for anybody that's like, oh man, like, because it's like the word is finally clicking. I'm reading slower, I'm understanding deeper, I'm catching things in the spirit. I'm actually allowing God to reveal and actually like be in me, be in my eyes, be in my ears. And it's just so fun. It's so eye opening. I feel like God is literally talking to me while I'm reading. And I don't know, I just had to share this because somebody needs this perspective too. And to be honest with you, not to beat any pastors or anybody up along my journey, but this story has been told to me in so many ways. And it was never revealed to me like that. Adam had the instruction, Adam had the responsibility. Adam was supposed to be the leader. Adam was supposed to cover Eve. If Adam had spoken up, what if? If Adam had stepped in, the moment Eve turned with the fruit, eat, eat. If Adam had remembered what God said, that whole moment could have had been different. And I can only say could have if, because at the end of the day, I think this was supposed to happen simply to show us, humans, ourselves, show us who we are, what we are. So this story isn't about blaming women. It's not even about blaming Adam in a sense. It's about understanding human nature. That is us in human flesh. And so now the next time I even speak of Adam or Eve, I'm gonna remind. It's pretty much a reminder of me as a human, or us at our bet at our who we are, human nature wise. You know, Eve was deceived. Adam was disobedient. And from my very beginning, God was showing us what we all struggle with today. We all need guidance. We all fall short. We all truly need God. This story was never to go to show us, oh yeah, Eve is the reason why I got all this pain. No, we are. We are. Because just like Eve, just like Adam, you are Eve. You are Adam. I am Eve. Anyway, I just had to share this revelation because it shook me, and I hope it shakes somebody or it helps somebody in the way that it truly has helped me. I'm about to go get this stuff off my face, call it a night. But I was Bible study with Lala. Maybe we should do that, because this was just truly like eye opening. It's your girl Delilah Love. Like I said, we was in Genesis 3. it hit different tonight. This was just something quick, throw out, not even throw out, upload. I need to start uploading. And what a perfect way to start the videos, the YouTubing, by opening it up with God's word and started from the very beginning of it as well. You guys have a good night and remember to love Allah.